obviously my name's Jack Mitchell. That's the first part. I work in the area of digital product design. I was, until recently, director of product at MDX, which was an innovation unit of Meta Design, a design agency. I have a lot of hobbies, and a lot of them they have technical details or rabbit holes to go down. So there's like guitars. I'm super geeky about guitars. Also cycling and bikes, building bikes. Photography is also something that can be very geeky. And also now skating. I got into inline skating. And the product design thing was something that I was always also into technology and things, like how things work and gadgets and things that we can use. Also gaming. I was a big gamer when I was younger. And so this just made a lot of sense for me. When I found out, I realized at some point that like digital product design, and particularly kind of UX, UI design, interaction design, or product concept, is something that brings those things together. It's like I was like, oh, that's a job. I can do that as a job. That's cool. Because you're problem solving, you're using technology, you're thinking about how people do things, how people think and I think it's very important in role progression to ask your boss or your manager to say, rather than expect them. And it was always a joy for me if someone came to me and said, I want to do this, even if I didn't think it was necessarily the right move. I was much happier for someone to come with ideas about what they wanted to do than expect me to just dictate it or tell them. Actively concerned with thinking about how people develop and how people learn and giving input, not just you're doing this good and you're doing this bad, but kind of sharing a lot. I think that's an important thing. Maybe that's my excuse for talking so much in the podcast, it's like, because sharing, I think sharing a lot is an important, if you just say, look at this other team, they're doing really good, and you just show a video and say, you need to be like that, how much can you get from that? Whereas if you annotate the video, you start to say, it's really good because look at the way that he's he's pulling back on the stroke or not pulling back on the stroke. Look at the way that they're in sync. Look at the way that how high the oar is out of the water. So if you describe what is good, I think that's a really good way to mentor people. Privileged to be invited, so thanks a lot for having me. And I'm really curious to see who else comes and what they have to say.